Since 2021, the AIRTEA project, funded by the European Union, has been transforming livelihoods across Eastern and Central Africa. The implementing institutions, ASARECA, FARA, and EAFF, have mobilized the capacities and resources of 50 organizations to implement 11 innovation projects by consortia that include public agriculture research institutions, public and private universities, private sector farms, farmer organizations, ministries of agriculture, and district local governments in the 3 countries of Uganda, Kenya, and Rwanda. Through these efforts, innovation platforms have been established and strengthened in value chains such as extension service provision, cassava roots and cuttings, maize, green technologies for pest and disease management, aquaculture, silver cyprinid fish, dairy innovation platforms, and ware and seed potato. In Uganda, the project has harnessed multi-stakeholder innovation platforms for knowledge transfer and aquaculture value chain development. Now in its 3rd year of implementation, the project is already making a remarkable impact on communities by strengthening agricultural innovation, improving resilience, and creating new opportunities for farmers. In this video, we hear directly from the beneficiaries as they share how the AIRTEA project has improved their livelihoods.
My name is Justin Bagenda. I'm the Executive Director here at Juvic Continental Agro Farm. This place is located in Nyenje. Nyenje is in Goma Sub-County, Mukono District, and it is in Uganda. I'm a fish farmer. I'm also a member of the Lake Victoria Crescent MultiStakeholder Innovation Platform. The activities of fish farming on this farm started way back in 2021. And at that time, we were doing things rudimentally. We didn't have a lot of knowledge. Though we had the interest, but we did not have much knowledge about fish farming. So an intervention came and we were trained in several aspects, particularly the best practices in fish management. And in that we were trained on pond constructions, how to construct good ponds. We were also taught the pond management, water management. We were taught about correct stocking rates. And before that training, actually what happened is that we had only, much as we had 6 ponds, but we had only stocked 2 ponds. And the reason is that we kept on losing fish. At that time we were doing tilapia, we were doing catfish. So because we were not getting good profit, especially from the tilapia, we decided to stop the tilapia. So we went with the catfish, but only in 2 ponds, still using rudimentary methods of farming. So when this intervention by AIRTEA came in and we were taken for that training, we were trained on pond management, appropriate stocking rates, we were taught on feed formulation, value addition, and many other things. So when we came back, we thought about what we had been trained, and we realized that actually we had understocked our fish ponds, and we realized that there was a lot of things that we could do to increase our production and productivity and profitability of our farming business. So what we did, we started, before the intervention, we had 2 fish ponds and we had only around 1,000 fish, 500 in each. So after the intervention, after knowing the correct stocking rates, we decided to continue with the 2 ponds, but this time with the correct stocking rates. So what we did, we stocked, because when you look at the size of the ponds, one pond, this pond is 18 by 20 meters. So from the training, we realized that we could actually stock up to 2,000 fish in that pond. So we put in 2,000 fish. And also in the next pond, it is around the same size, we put another 2,000 in that pond. And in that year, we were able to harvest 4 tons of fish. So from that training, when we learned that we can actually make our own feed, we started going to the shops and buying the raw materials, and we prepared them ourselves. We made our own local feed, and even the maturity period shortened, because initially our fish would mature in 1 year, 12 months. But after that training, we were able to get fish maturing in 8 months, giving us 1 kilogram. So we were able to harvest around 4 tons, and which we sold a kilo now here at the moment goes for about, if I can change it into US dollars, a kilo goes for about $2 US. So when you choose to sell in bulk, we sold it at around $2. So from the 2 ponds, we were able to realize around $8,000 from the 2 ponds, because we had now harvested 4 tons of fish.
Under NARO, we are implementing a project titled Harnessing MultiStakeholder Innovation Platforms for Knowledge Transfer and Aquaculture Value Chain Development in Uganda. This project was funded by the European Union, and it started on 1st of March 2023 and ended on 28th of February 2025. The project was implemented by one of the NARO's institutes, that is Abbey Zonal Agricultural Research and Development Institute, which is based in West Nile, but also working together with other ZADIs across the country. There were also partners which were involved in this project, and specifically the Private Sector Foundation in Uganda, which was basically giving the participants in this project issues regarding business development. We also had Uganda National Women Fisheries Organization, and this specifically was training the participants in this project on value addition and post-service handling. We also had ASARECA, that is the Association for Strengthening Agricultural Research in East and Central Africa, together with the East African Farmers Forum as the coordinators of this project. But overall, the Forum for the Agricultural Research in Africa, FARA, being the coordinator of this project. Under this project, there were several achievements that were achieved. But overall, we focused on establishing multi-stakeholder innovation platforms in aquaculture, and these platforms were meant to have different actors in the sector to identify their challenges, and after getting those challenges which they jointly agree upon, they then come up with solutions to solve those challenges. So we were able to form 9 zonal innovation platforms in different parts of the country, and these platforms came together now to form a national one as an umbrella for all these 9 zonal platforms. These platforms constitute different actors across the value chain, but also focusing mainly on women and youth as the main participants in these platforms, who are implementing the different projects or different activities within the aquaculture value chain. After forming the platforms and having these people organized together, we now had to build their capacity in the fish farming. And I can happily report that we are able to train the different youth and women in value addition across the country. Specifically, we trained 135 women across the country in value addition, in post-service handling and value addition, plus 25 youth across from different parts of the country.
From the training that we had with AIRTEA, we learned about the different ways of adding value to the fish. Initially, we used to just sell whole fish. So now we learned different ways in which we can process the fish, like smoking. We have a local smoking facility where we smoke our fish and add value. We also do air frying. We sometimes do filleting. We do fish fingers. And also in another training still by AIRTEA, we were taught how to make samosas, how to make sausages. So we have diversified knowledge on how we can produce different products of fish, and that has helped us increase our income. For example, now a kilogram of fresh fish goes for around, I should say, like $2 US. But when you smoked it and you've added value, it can double to go for around $4. So in that way, we are able to realize more money, more incomes from the same stock of fish that we had. And also, we've been able to capture different markets. There are people who don't like only fresh fish, they like other forms of fish. So we are able to capture incomes from those other markets.
After this project, we need to have the trainers of trainees to be able to continue backstopping the different actors or the different farmers across the different zones. So under the project, we're able to train 12 trainers of trainees who come from the different zones of the country for them to continue backstopping the various farmers or the different actors in the aquaculture value chain. We're able to come up with different knowledge management information systems. These information systems, farmers need them for them to keep referring to them wherever they are practicing their different enterprises. Specifically, we came up with a manual on post-harvest handling and value addition, which information is now available to the different actors. We came up with a manual on best management practices in aquaculture, which is also now available.
We are thinking of buying a sausage making machine because we already got that training. So we are going to start to diversify into more products like sausage making, samosas, making fish fingers. And then we also want to create more visibility of our products. At the moment, we are using branding, but we also want to go digital, where we can put our products on the platforms, different platforms, to attract more market. We also want to increase on the production. As you can see, this land is still big. These ponds are not many. There are only 6. We can increase and add more fish. And we are also into training at the moment. We want to do more visibility in the training more farmers so that they can get to know about the fish farming. And then we attract even schools. We are also looking at contacting schools so that this place becomes a knowledge hub. We train more farmers into the fish farming practice.
Initially, we used to have water running from the fish pond and running into the main stream. But now, we are utilizing that water to irrigate our vegetables. We are irrigating the greenhouses. And these projects are integrated in a way that the vegetables can be sold. We have Juvic combo. We can say when we are selling our fish, we add other things. Someone orders for fish, we add fish, vegetables, fruits, milk, and we add them together. And that's how we improve our market. So fish alone, yes, we are selling, but when we add in vegetables, now our market is broader. Our other products also, we are able to sell them. Now, for example, the dairy, they give us manure. In the early stages of the pond, we put in some manure to fertilize the pond because the younger fingerlings want to eat those planktons which are there in the water. So they help us. And also, we get daily income from the milk. So when we are stuck here, for example, if the fish, we are not yet selling the fish, we already have cash to buy the feed. So these projects complement each other.
So we hope the benefits from this project are going to contribute to the country achieving 1 million metric tons, which is the target that we are having as a country by 2030. I
would like to thank the funders of this project, the European Union, OSCPS Research and Innovation, the coordinators of this project, FARA, ASARECA and EAFF.